Good afternoon, everybody. I think we're going to go ahead and get started so that we can stay ahead of the raindrops. Welcome to Lake Edge. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate another Monona groundbreaking. This 42-unit luxury apartment project is exciting for our community on several different levels. The project eliminates a blighted and antiquated building, brings additional residents to our community who will undoubtedly support local businesses, and creates additional tax base. This project will feature luxury living, multiple terraced patios, and undeniably the best views of our state capitol and the Madison skyline, all on the shores of Lake Monona. As with any infill redevelopment project, there were several challenges along the way. To that end, I'd like to thank the development team, Paul Skidmore, Landscape Architects, Gary Brinken, Associates Architects, Quam Engineering, and the Encore Construction team, as well as our project owners, Mark and Helen Burish. Project approvals involved the City of Monona, the City of Madison, the State Historical Society, and the DNR. Intergovernmental cooperation and communication was critical to our process. Special thanks go out to the members of the Monona Plan Commission, the Monona City Council, and city staff as well. I see some of you out there, so thank you again. Your invaluable insight and input as the project went through the planning process was very beneficial. Monona is an outstanding community to do business in, and for any development team, there's value there. We've got a few special guest speakers that are going to say a couple of quick words before we turn some dirt. So first, I'll introduce State Representative Rob Call.
Thanks, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. And I'll be very brief. It's really exciting for me, though, as former mayor and now state representative, to see what's happened here with redevelopment along Monona Drive. And we said back then, and some people didn't believe us, but if you build it, they will come. And now for Encore with Chad and Carrie and their team, this is the second project on the drive. And I think a big part of that is rebuilding the infrastructure and putting a new face on the community. But the roads only do so much. You know, new roads, new signs, new lights, that's all great. But really what we wanted to happen here, and it's happening, is this new infill redevelopment. I was actually in a meeting downtown today on a completely different topic, and one of the people went out of their way to say, look, I was just over in Monona. Their kids are taking some swimming lessons over at the high school, and they're from the west side, and they hadn't been here in a couple of years. And they said, I didn't recognize that community. And that's a good thing. I mean, there's still a quality people here, there's still a quality of life, but we weren't putting our best foot forward with the Monona Drive, our main street. That's now different. But now what we're seeing is the second phase in the redevelopment along with our commercial structures. And a great deal of credit goes towards city staff, Pat and everybody else, the mayor, Bob, who's going to speak here in a minute, for really pushing that vision. But a lot of credit goes towards folks like Mr. Burish, thank you for pushing this forward, and the development team at Encore, who have done a great project already in Monona, and we're looking forward to one that's going to be even better, frankly, especially when you've got a view like this. So thanks for letting me be a part of this. Thanks for everybody for coming out. It's an exciting project for Monona, and frankly for the entire east side. So I will turn it back over to Carrie, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob. Next up, we have Mayor Bob Miller.
Thank you, Carrie. As always, Rob stole my speech, so I always got to follow him. And all right. Now, what a nice encore performance for Encore. And that, as Rob alluded, if you build it, they will come. And Encore was the first to make that great step at Fairway Glen. And now it must have went so well, they continue to work with the Burishes to come here. So I couldn't be prouder. This is the whole concept when we only have 2.5 square miles that we can possibly develop within Monona. It's challenging, and as you can see, the retrofit of this land has been challenging. But I do want to find out where the lease papers are, because now seeing this view, this could be a nice place to call home. So congratulations to everyone, and I look forward to the ribbon cutting in a few short months. Oh.
And last but not least, I'll invite up Mark Burish, project owner.
Thanks, Carrie. When we saw this project, we were really excited about those views, and what made those views even more excited is that they're from Monona. I mean, the fact that we can sit here in Monona and do this project is so much different than trying to do a project like this in Madison. We are working with Encore, with Carrie and Chad, Monona developers. The Monona State Bank is doing the financing. The Monona City Council has been just so wonderful to work with. I can tell you that the only real objection we had when we were trying to put this up was from citizens from Madison who showed up at the City Council and said they didn't want it, or they wanted to, and these are my words, not Monona's words, but you know, Monona is going to do for the best things for Monona, and we're not going to let Madison people stop development that we're going to have. And that's why Monona, I look at Monona as the Beverly Hills of Madison. And that's why we're so excited to be in Monona. It has been so great to work with everyone here so far, and we can't wait to have one of the most highest tech luxury apartment buildings in Monona, environmentally sensitive apartment building in Monona. We think, and we are so proud to be part of the community, we think it's going to be a great addition, and we're glad we're here in Monona. So thank you, and we're looking really forward to it.
Mark, grab a hard hat and a shovel. Once again, I just want to say thanks to everyone for being here. We're going to do our ceremonial first turn of the dirt here shortly. Please hang around, network, grab some refreshments, and thank you all again for being here. It's much appreciated.